You ready?
Unfortunately. What?
Hey everyone, I'm Ryan.
I'm Steve, and this is 60 Cycle Hum, the guitar buying, selling, trading, modding, fixing, playing, reviewing.
This is a little
podcast.
It's kind of the podcast. This is a little bonus ad episode. We had an extra ad that we definitely wanted to tear apart in our normal recording session, and we're like, let's do this as a standalone. Because what the hell is going on here? There's a lot to unpack here. This was sent to us by Michael Krause. I think a few other people sent us this over the past couple weeks,
this
too.
was originally in Ugly Guitars.
Yes, a Facebook group. You should all join, by the way. Facebook, Ugly Guitars on Facebook.
Michael Krause says, so this was posted in Ugly Guitars, and there's so much going on here that probably shouldn't be discussed. I already feel bad for sharing this and inflicting this upon everyone here.
So
Joshua K. Frazier says, well, it seems there's quite a choose-your-own-adventure story going on here. And Matt Strauss says, that is art.
This is art is the title of this short. Because what else can you say about it? What we've got is an acoustic guitar. Who knows the maker model? Who cares? It's 5-string because it's missing a string. The bridge seems to be screwed in with 3 screws, missing one of the screws.
It's a classic. Well, those screws aren't like the...
We're burying the lead here a little bit. The guitar is hand-painted purple. And yes, there are yellow lightning bolts going across it in, your traditional
there are
dime bag style.
I would say that there are 5 pieces of, there are 5 frames, so
there
to
are
speak.
5 pieces of art being represented here, and the lightning kind of intertwines between them.
Yeah.
You describe one piece of art, then I'll describe the next, and we'll go back and forth.
Oh no. Well, I'm going to start with the hopefully a reference to the movie Evolution.
Yes.
The 3-eyed happy face.
Which
on
is
the lower bout.
You chose the safest one to start with, Steve.
Yes, I know. I know what I did.
Yeah.
This is a Russian roulette.
I'm going to go with the woman giving a blowjob to a man in a wheelchair.
That is the bullet. You chose the bullet?
Yeah, I don't want to say
you chose the bullet.
I don't want to say it's the craziest thing on here, but it's pretty wild. It is an attempt at a very realistic painting, full shading, fully anatomically correct, and it's at an angle where it's I'm not sure it's meant to be pornography or more of a capturing a moment.
That guy has a really long torso.
The dimensions of his waist but if he's living in a wheelchair, he's going to have a different musculature than most people. There's something going on here. It's hard to tell. For a while, I had to figure out what was happening. It's it was a blowjob, sort of situation. I could tell, but his body was bent in such a weird way. I was like, is it though? It totally is.
It definitely is.
It's a man in a wheelchair getting a blowjob. You choose another thing.
Well, the largest thing on here is a pregnant nude woman, topless woman, smoking a cigarette.
You're right, Steve. We don't know if she's wearing pants.
We don't. Because
as far as we know, she's only topless.
Yes.
Yes. To be honest, the art isn't incredible, but it's far from terrible. It is decent representations of. We can fully see what's going on in every single thing here is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
So we've got a pregnant woman smoking. We've got the Evolution happy face with 3 eyes. We've got a woman filleting a man in a wheelchair. And then we have... which one am I going to pick, Steve? This is hard.
The one that you pick is the one that's going to say the most about you as a person.
No, the one that I pick is the one that is me gifting you with the other one. Because 2 remain. I just want to talk about the skeleton having sex with the woman doggy style. And that's like one of the smaller pieces of art on here. I feel like I would have made that the centerpiece. He's going into the bone zone.
Yeah, literally.
She's in the bone zone.
She's fully in the bone zone.
Who made this and why?
She's at the boner farm.
This is a boner farm situation. She's having sexual relations with a skeleton, and that skeleton is having sexual relations with her. And they seem to be enjoying it. And then you get the last thing, which I'm wondering how you're going to interpret that.
This is a person, a man.
Yes. It appears to be a man.
Being born chicken style.
He seems to be coming
breaking out of an egg.
But is he breaking or tearing it? Almost looks like a lizard egg, the way that it, or like a snake egg.
But I mean, that's like, yeah.
Because it's more like a soft egg. Because you can see his hand pushing through one side and his knee and his head pushing against it.
This kind of reminds me of the scene in Fire in the Sky when the guy's breaking out of the little chamber that the aliens have.
I never watched that movie.
Dude, that movie scared the shit out of me.
Yeah, that's why I never watched it. Because I think
I was like 9 or some shit when that came out.
My parents watched it and they're like, "There's no way in hell you're ever watching
that movie." So I could not sleep with the blanket over my head for like years after watching that movie. Years.
So was there a man being birthed out of a thing?
There's like a man in like a thing, and when he's like breaking out of, this is my memory of it. I only saw it once. So he's like abducted, right? And then he's in like a pod, not really unlike the pods in the Matrix.
Right. It's a Matrix pod situation.
Like my memory of it is when he's breaking out, he's like pulling it open, and it's like gross. And as soon as he pulls it open, there's like an alien there. Like, the fuck you doing?
Well, dude,
and so
if you had someone in an incubator and they start crawling out, you'd be over there right away. Like, dude, the guy's climbing out. Like, guys, get over here. We got to put him back in.
So as a kid, for like years, like literally like years, I had this thing in my head
you
where
couldn't go in your incubator
if
anymore.
I was like laying on my, if I was laying on my back and I pulled. If it was like cold and I wanted to pull the sheets over my head, like I just had this thing like I'm gonna pull the blanket down. Like once I get warm, I'm gonna want to open the blanket so I can breathe better. When I do it, there's gonna be alien right there just watching me, being like, "Hey, bud."
It's been a while since aliens were truly terrifying in pop culture.
Yeah.
They like when Men in Black came out, that kind of like turned the tide, and it's like, oh, aliens are like funny action movie stuff now.
Right.
But for a while it was like alien movies were meant to terrify you.
Yeah.
Like not just like, oh, jump scare. No, like deeply traumatize you is what a lot of alien movies were seeking to do during, like, there was a couple decades of that. But man,
what do you think? What do you think is the theme here? What's the story?
Well,
is there a story? Or are these all interlinked?
There's sex, there's birth, there is pregnancy, there is death and decay, there is evolution indicated with the smiley face, there is electricity and lightning. Like these are themes. These are themes to some story that all connect. Death, life, birth, sex, evolution, purple,
like lightning.
No, like I believe that there is a narrative here.
Yeah.
I believe there is a story being told of someone's perceived death and then rebirth because they're being reborn as an adult. That's not a child being born out of that egg. So here's how I'm gonna read the story.
Okay.
Someone who's dead. The father is dead. The father has, there's two different sexual encounters going on here. The father is dead. But that's why he's represented as a skeleton having sex with the mother. The mother is the smoking woman.
Mm-hmm.
This is dark. This is rough stuff. She gives birth to a child, the protagonist, who has some sort of health issues, leading to wheelchair situations.
Mm-hmm.
He finds love. He finds his own sexual romantic affection despite his situation.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe because of his situation. He is reborn. He's reborn out of the tragedy of his life, out of the difficulty of his life.
So the lizard egg thing is, you're saying
that's him being reborn.
That's a metaphor.
That's a metaphor for his
actual
rebirth as an adult, as a new human, as a new person who's discovered his value as a romantic partner, despite him coming from a seemingly troubled romantic relationship.
I mean, presumably he's coming from a wheelchair. Hey!
He's definitely coming in a wheelchair. And then the evolution icon is just like this. That's the Rosetta Stone. That is him saying, this is my evolution.
Oh, okay.
This is how I could interpret this as a story. And then the lightning is just a way of framing it and giving it energy.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I don't know. What do you think about that?
I mean, that is certainly one interpretation, right?
That is one way of looking at it, isn't it? Yeah. How much would you pay for this guitar, Steve?
Hold on.
Should anyone buy this?
I can't. So you followed the. Well, you're kind of. You can't. It's hard. The problem is you want panels on a comic book to be in order,
right?
And when they're not in order,
this isn't a comic book, though.
I know, but it's got framing.
It's a free association of someone's deep life experiences.
So I mean, if you look at this in order and you read this in standard,
she might not be pregnant. She
English.
might just be a little thick in the middle.
That's true.
A lot of people have body shapes like that.
That's a good point.
I don't want to assume a woman is pregnant, even though she's just a piece of art.
If you're going from left to right, you've got smoking woman, egg, skeleton, blowjob, evolution. For some reason, I just want to read these all out of order.
Okay.
The man in the wheelchair is her husband.
All right.
He's paralyzed from the waist down, so she can only give him blowjobs, but they can never have children. But through some miracle,
can paralyzed men not have children?
I don't know, but in this case, but I'm saying like he can't like basically they could if through like IVF or whatever, but basically he only premature ejaculates.
I'm not sure that's how that works.
It's probably not, okay, but this is my interpretation.
Okay.
Because through some miracle of alien evolution, when he dies from whatever disease has put him in a wheelchair, he's able to come back as a skeleton and impregnate this woman. I don't know why she's smoking about it.
If you had sex with a skeleton, you'd want to have a smoke afterwards.
Maybe that's what it is. And somehow,
because it was so good.
And then somehow when she gives birth to their child, that child is breaking out of a lizard egg.
If you had sex with a skeleton, you might give birth to an egg.
Yeah. It's the protective shell of the skeleton child.
Nice burp, Steve.
Thank you.
This is our classiest video we've ever made. This is classier than that time I played with tampons.
It's funny to me that people were so pissed about that.
People got so upset.
Like, I have to imagine that none of those people have ever been like at home. I have to imagine that a lot of those people aren't married. And the ones that are have never been in a situation. Have you been in this situation?
I've been in this situation. We've been in this situation
where you're sitting on the couch. You're like watching TV. You're catching the game. I know you like to catch the game on a Sunday afternoon.
I catch it with both hands.
Yeah.
Enthusiastically.
Football season is preseason started.
Come here the game, and then I catch it.
Yeah. And then your wife comes in and is like, so
you need to go to the store.
You need to go to the store.
Yeah.
And so you're going to the store. You're buying tampons or pads or whatever. And you're coming home. You're saving the day. You're a fucking superhero.
Right.
You're Captain Tampon.
Captain Tampon.
You're General Tampon.
You know what?
None of this captain bullshit.
You know what? No, I don't want to say. I don't want to. I don't want to go. I don't want to talk about this anymore.
Hold on, just finish that sentence.
No, I'm done.
What were you gonna say?
No, I won't.
How she feels about what?
No, stop.
We need to play a.
Bye, everyone. Did you enjoy this short? Should we record more little extra bits to publish from time to time?
We should only publish this to Patreon. Are you kidding?
I don't know. Will this get taken off of YouTube is what I want to know.
That's why you have to leave it unlisted and you can only publish it to Patreon.
I'm going to try to put it on YouTube.
Well, you can put it on YouTube and then only post. I don't know.
It's art, Steve. This is art.
Yeah.
This is art. It has meaning. It took skill. It took talent to produce this.
I couldn't make this. I don't
paint like this.
The obvious interpretation of light and shadow is far beyond my artistic abilities.
There's a compliment from Steve on the art, our artistry here. Obviously, this is some sort of cheap crap guitar. No one should buy this to play this. If I had a collection of bizarre outsider art in my house, I might seek this out.
This is definitely worse than the lightning ass cloud Telecaster that Emily bought.
Yes, that's true. This is worse than that. I don't. Maybe there's a great story of female empowerment hidden within this, but I kind of am doubting it. I think this is about the man. I don't think it's about the woman.
I think it's about the woman. But
I think the woman is a pivotal part of the story, whether it's one woman or multiple women. But
that's the other thing is we are interpreting this as that the skeleton, that there are at least two, that we are interpreting this as every woman is the same woman, and that there is one man that is a man, like one man is a man and the other man is a child.
This is a man's story about a woman. This is not a woman's story.
Oh, okay.
About
yeah.
a man.
No, 100%.
Yeah. That's what I was trying to say. Anyways, what do you guys think about this? Was this worth doing? Did we make a big mistake? Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, just like leave us rude and nasty and well-deserved comments on this one. And stay grounded.
Stay grounded.